We're currently going out on field trips to validate our vision-guided underwater robot.
This ROV is designed to replace a big barge with a big crane that goes out and lifts mussel lines out of the water for people to go manually inspect the mussel lines and count roughly the number of mussels on it, take samples off of it and measure the size of the mussels that they take off. From this information they can then predict the yield they're going to be getting from the farm, thus they can also predict how many staff they need in the factory or if they need to get projects from somewhere else.
You can see we've added a gripper where we've actually managed to grab a mussel and twist it and pull it off the line for sampling. So we found that the stock plastic gripper just didn't have the grip on the mussels. It would keep sliding off as we were pulling the mussels off. So what we did is we actually went to the local Foursquare and picked up some stainless steel kitchen tongs. We borrowed a hacksaw and a file off the motel owner and basically crafted ourselves some grippers. So that allowed us to successfully pull off 4 or 5 mussels in the last field work. In mussel farming, especially the final crop line phase, the timing of the harvest is very critical. So if we can more accurately know when to harvest the mussels, we can actually make a lot more profit for the mussel farmers. Being underwater and being in quite remote regions, it's quite cost prohibitive to do very high frequency surveys and checkups on the mussel farms. So if we can offer that as a service by taking our underwater robots, getting a really thorough scan, collecting sensor data as well, because basically we've got a mobile sensor platform and we can provide that to the growers with sort of a high frequency of measurements, then that can be very useful to them.
My particular role within this group is threefold. First, I'm the person who's actually going out and driving these ROVs. My second role is to help present information to the companies. The third thing is outreach to schools.
In my roles I draw from basically science and maths, STEM. One of the things I've found most valuable is actually first principles problem solving. And that's something that I think physics teaches you the most. It's just so satisfying when everything works perfectly. You know, when you get out in the Marlborough Sounds, beautiful place to be, the water's glassy, dead flat, there's no wind, you know, you've got the beautiful native sort of plants on the hills in the background, and you throw the robot in the water and it just works. Everything works. There's nothing for me to do but stand on the back deck, sort of feed a bit of tether out and admire the scenery. That's really satisfying.